Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
The Rock and Review is honored to bring on an incredible singer, actress, author, TV host. Oh, and she's won 5 Grammys, including Lifetime Grammy Award. It is Miss Dionne Warwick. Thank you for coming on the Rock and Review.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, we were talking before we started the interview, Dionne, to where, you haven't slowed down one bit. And in fact, you have an incredible 80th birthday and Christmas special tomorrow that you've got a few big friends on that show.
Yeah, a couple of unknowns. I figured I'd give them an opportunity. What can I tell you? Billy Ray Cyrus, which is the country side of my CD. Then I have Aloe Black as the R&B side. And I have Johnny Mathis, who is all things to all people. It's just something for everybody.
Well, it's much like your career too, Dionne, to where, the amazing amount of hit songs that you've had over the years. And as I told you before we started, I remember you even, when I was a small child, to where you were all over the radio, all over the specials. You've sold over 100 million albums in your career, in your 60 years of making music.
Isn't that something? I mean, wow. Every time somebody says it to me, I have to stop and say, really? How wonderful is that?
Well, and I've got to bring this up too, to where, you just had in the past, you recently had two new albums come out, which, She's Back, which I thought She's Never Left, and then The Voice of Christmas.
Yes, She's Back was basically to kind of quell the amount of, I was being totally harassed in the airport, in the supermarket, just taking my little walks, feeling, when are you going to make some new music? And finally, I said, okay, I have to get back into the studio because these people are going to drive me insane, and I'm not going to have that. So into the studio we went, and we did some wonderful, wonderful songs. Had some wonderful people singing with me on that CD as well. Mm-hmm. And I felt, well, what kind of a title can we give this? It's such a unique kind of a CD. And I said, I know, She's Back. I've let all these people leave me alone that she is back. Okay, are you satisfied now?
It's impressive to me with all of the great hits that you've had, your albums, your book that came out as well. But also, you come from a family of musicians, and now your own sons are continuing the tradition also.
Yes, they are. My eldest son plays drums for me. And he also is a wonderful songwriter. He and Terry Steele, his songwriting partner, wrote the incredible hit Here and Now for Luther Vandross. And my youngest son, Damon, who produced both of the CDs, She's Back, as well as The Voices of Christmas, is also coming up with my next CD, which will be very soon. And he'll be producing that as well. So, they say the apple doesn't fall that far from the tree. And then I come from a gospel singing family. My mother and her sisters and brothers, my sissy and her daughter, a little girl named Whitney Houston. I have my sister, who as well was a recording artist and nominated for several Grammys. So, we kind of have held the tradition down.
Well, I'm so thankful that you have, and what a great musical tradition it is. And I wanted to bring up also, I know how close you and Burt Bacharach have been over the years, and I found it so interesting, Dionne, that, part of the way you got your start in the industry was singing song demos for Burt.
Right. Exactly.
Before he said that he had to have you, singing lead on these things. I mean, did you ever dream at that early age when you started out singing gospel and doing the demo singing and everything, that your career would be this huge with all of the things you've accomplished?
No, actually, I first of all never thought I was going to record, not as a single recording artist. I was in college. I was doing demonstration records and background work, and it was supplementing a lot of the funds that were needed to keep me in college. So, this was never what I was going to do. I had a hit record. That's what brought me out of school. And, and although I was not in classrooms, I had one of my professors from the Hart College come on the road with me, Dr. Mulready. And he took me through my classes and got me to my degree.
Wow. Well, and I got to bring this up too. Not only did you get your degree, Dionne, but you also have honorary doctorates too.
Oh yeah.
So too, for our viewers that may not realize, your humanitarian work, what you've done, with We Are the World and everything like that, but also, you've been the top of the field with your humanitarian work, even by President Reagan, where you were, heading up things for the entire country.
Yeah, the AIDS issue. We're losing so many people within our industry during that period of time. And like everybody else, we sit around and just talk about it. And I'm a doer. I'm not just a talker. And I felt, well, we got to do something about this. And I'm nosy enough to want to find out about it. So I had to find out, where do I get all the information I need? And I became a very dear friend of Dr. Fauci. And he and I kind of forged a way into how I should be doing things and what I should be looking for and how I could be of service. I was appointed the ambassador of health for the United States by President Reagan. And I got him to say the word AIDS, which he avoided like the plague. But he did finally end up saying the word AIDS. But without being able to have him do, he wanted to kill me, but that's okay. He got over it.
It's just so incredible, Dionne. Well, I want to make sure that all of our viewers know, the best place to go to get tickets for the virtual show tomorrow night, which is your 80th birthday celebration and a Christmas special. Where should they go? Also, I wanted to know for you.
My website.
Just your website, and I believe that is the official Dionne Warwick.
Yes, it is. officialdionnewarwick.com. And on that website, you'll be able to purchase tiers of packages. And because of my association now with a group called Hunger Not Impossible, which they feed people. It's unfortunate that we are facing the kind of hunger here in the United States of all places, with so much to give and so much to have, and have that many people go hungry does not make sense to me. No. So Hunger Impossible and I decided that, okay, well, we'll use my birthday and Christmas celebration to raise some funds so that they can continue to feed people. And so portions of any package that you purchase will go towards giving it to Hunger Impossible, making you feel good, making those stomachs of those people who need that very, very desperately feel good, and make me feel good. So you'll be doing me a favor as well and having a good time doing it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're such a force of nature, with all the things you do with music, your humanitarian work and everything, Dionne. Also, congratulations on your last 2 albums doing so well. She's Back and The Voices of Christmas. A new album coming out this next year, maybe back on tour and back in Las Vegas at Caesars. But definitely everybody needs to tune in, get their tickets and catch your virtual show tomorrow night with all of your friends, Johnny Mathis, Billy Ray Cyrus, Big and Rich, the Oak Ridge Boys, and of course, the one and only Dionne Warwick.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you for coming on the show, Dionne. It's great to see you.
My pleasure. Good to see you too. And have a wonderful holiday season. Hope to see you at the party even, okay?
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.